Welcome to Rare Breed Brotherhood. Have you ever found yourself wondering why a Sigma male, someone who once seemed so composed, grounded, and even supportive, can suddenly cut you off without a word of warning? It feels confusing, maybe even harsh, but there's always a reason behind their actions. Sigma males aren't impulsive. They don't just walk away without deep consideration. When they cut someone off, it's not out of spite. It's a calculated move to protect their peace, focus, and growth. This video isn't about pointing fingers. It's about understanding. If you've experienced this, you need to hear the truth. These men operate by a different set of rules, and once you grasp their mindset, you'll not only see things differently, but also realize that their actions often hold a mirror up to your own. Stay with me as we dive deep into why Sigma males make these decisive cuts, and what it teaches us about boundaries, self-respect, and growth. If you value authenticity, clarity, and hard truths, this is a video you don't want to skip. Hit play and let's uncover the harsh yet eye-opening truth. Number one, they recognize you've become dead weight. Sigma males are relentless when it comes to progress. Their entire existence revolves around self-improvement, growth, and achieving their goals. They are not the type to coast through life or tolerate anything or anyone that hinders their journey. If they've decided to cut you off, it's because they've weighed the situation and realized you've stopped adding value to their life. They're not looking for perfection in people, but they demand alignment. The moment they sense that your presence is weighing them down instead of helping them move forward, they'll act swiftly and decisively. Sigma males don't operate like most people who hold on to relationships out of sentiment or obligation. They don't believe in carrying dead weight, whether it's a friendship, partnership, or any other connection. They're not being cold-hearted. They're simply refusing to jeopardize their own potential by staying tied to someone who isn't pulling their weight. For a Sigma male, loyalty isn't about staying no matter what. It's about mutual respect and shared effort. If you've stopped contributing to their journey, they see no reason to keep dragging the relationship along. Their approach is brutally honest. If you're not swimming toward your own goals, they're not going to drown trying to save you. They believe everyone is responsible for their own growth and success. If you're stagnant or worse, pulling them off course with negativity, laziness, or lack of purpose, they'll quietly and decisively cut you off. They won't explain it or make a scene. They'll just vanish, leaving you to figure it out. While it might feel harsh, their actions come with a lesson. If you want to keep a Sigma in your life, you need to keep swimming, striving, and growing. Otherwise, they'll leave you behind without hesitation. Number two, you overstep their boundaries one too many times. Sigma males may come across as calm, patient, and easygoing, but don't mistake their composure for endless tolerance. They operate with a clear set of personal boundaries that are non-negotiable, even if they don't explicitly spell them out. These boundaries aren't just rules, they're a reflection of their values, their sense of self-respect, and their commitment to maintaining their peace. When you overstep those boundaries, especially more than once, you're essentially signaling to them that you don't respect who they are or what they stand for, and that's something they will not tolerate. They might let it slide the first time, thinking it could be a misunderstanding, but when it becomes a pattern, they stop excusing the behavior. Sigma males don't waste time explaining why your actions are unacceptable or trying to negotiate better treatment. To them, repeated disrespect isn't a mistake, it's a choice. And they're not interested in convincing you to treat them better. Instead, they choose the simplest and most effective solution. They cut you off. What makes this so jarring for most people is how quietly they do it. There's no dramatic fallout, no heated argument, no long goodbye. They'll simply remove themselves from your life, leaving you to wonder where things went wrong. This isn't about being cold or unforgiving. It's about protecting their energy. Sigmas don't see the point in staying where they aren't valued or respected. Their boundaries are a filter, separating those who truly value them from those who don't. If you repeatedly cross the line, they'll take it as a sign that you don't belong in their world. And once they make that decision, there's no going back. For a Sigma male, protecting their peace is always the priority. Number three, they realized you were more of a distraction than a priority. Sigma males are driven by a sense of purpose that defines everything they do. Their focus isn't just intense, it's unwavering. They live by the principle that energy and time are finite resources, so they protect theirs fiercely. If they've cut you off, it's likely because they realized you were no longer contributing to their path. You became more of a distraction than a priority. Whether it was excessive neediness, lack of ambition, or constant interruptions, they saw that your presence was pulling them away from what truly mattered. And for a Sigma male, that's unacceptable. They aren't the type to compromise their goals to accommodate someone who isn't on the same wavelength. To a Sigma, relationships should add value, not detract from their growth or mission. If you made demands on their time without offering anything meaningful in return, they likely saw it as a sign that you didn't respect their priorities. And once they reach that conclusion, they don't linger in indecision, they act. What makes their actions so impactful is how decisively they cut ties. There's no grand explanation, no back and forth debate. They don't waste energy on trying to make you see where you went wrong. They simply remove themselves from your orbit and refocus on their goals. This might feel harsh, but for them, it's about staying aligned with their values and protecting their progress. Their actions carry a clear message. They won't sacrifice their purpose for anyone. If you became a source of distraction, they had no choice but to let you go. It's not about being cold or unfeeling. It's about staying true to their path. For a Sigma male, their purpose always comes first, and anything that stands in the way is left behind. Number 4, Sigma males will cut you off if you disrupt their peace of mind. Sigma males are relentless when it comes to protecting their peace of mind. They value their mental clarity and emotional stability above all else. If anything, be it a relationship, family dynamic, or work environment, starts to disturb that balance, they won't hesitate to cut it out of their lives. It's not about being cold or harsh. It's about self-preservation. Sigma males understand that in order to function at their best, they need peace. Chaos, unnecessary drama, or toxic people are not welcome in their world. If you're constantly bringing stress, negativity, or instability into a Sigma male's life, don't expect them to try and fix the situation or work things out. They won't. They'll simply remove themselves and the source of disruption without a second thought. They don't have time to waste on arguing, explaining, or begging people to respect their boundaries. Their peace is their priority. Once they recognize that something or someone is a consistent threat to that peace, they act swiftly. This could be a family member who always drags them into drama, a partner who disrespects their space, or a job that constantly overwhelms them with pressure. No matter the situation, if it compromises their mental health or disrupts their peace, they'll walk away. They won't stay in unhealthy relationships just for the sake of keeping up appearances or fulfilling obligations. The idea of sacrificing their peace to maintain a connection doesn't appeal to them. They know that true growth and success come from a calm, clear mind, and they'll do whatever it takes to keep it intact. If you find yourself on the receiving end of a Sigma male's decision to cut you off, understand that it's not personal. It's a choice driven by the need for peace. They don't play around when it comes to their mental space. Number 5, they grew faster than you did. Sigma. Males are driven by an unrelenting need for growth and self-improvement. They're not just looking to get by, they're constantly evolving, pushing themselves to be better, stronger, smarter, and more in tune with who they are. This isn't something they do for show or for validation. It's a core part of their identity. They crave progress, and they actively seek to outdo themselves in every way possible. If you're not on that same path, if you're still stuck in the same place while they're growing leaps and bounds, they won't hesitate to cut ties and keep moving forward. For a Sigma, stagnation is one of the worst things that can happen. They see every moment as an opportunity to learn, adapt, and level up. So, if they're surrounded by people who aren't evolving with them, whether intellectually, emotionally, or spiritually, they won't wait for them to catch up. They won't feel obligated to stay in a relationship or friendship simply because of past connections. They understand that growth is a personal journey, and if someone's holding them back, they have no choice but to move on. This isn't about judgment or criticism, it's about priorities. Sigma males are fiercely protective of their time and energy. and they understand that surrounding themselves with people who don't share their drive for growth will only limit their potential. If you're not moving forward, they won't slow down to wait for you. They won't feel guilty about it either. They're comfortable with the idea that their evolution is their responsibility alone. In the end, the Sigma male's relentless pursuit of self-improvement means that if you can't keep up, you'll get left behind. They won't look back. They'll keep progressing. Number 6, your words didn't match your actions. Sigma males live by one core principle, consistency. They value actions over words, and they place a premium on trust. For them, trust isn't just a nice to have, it's the foundation of any relationship, whether personal or professional. When your words don't match your actions, it's not just a minor inconsistency. It's a complete breakdown of what they expect from those around them. If you promise one thing and then fail to follow through, or if your actions contradict your words too many times, they won't bother confronting you. They'll simply walk away because broken trust is something they don't take lightly. For a Sigma, promises are sacred. They don't make empty commitments, and they expect the same in return. If you repeatedly say one thing but do another, you're sending the message that your word means nothing. To a Sigma, this is a betrayal of the very essence of a relationship. It doesn't matter how good your intentions might have been or how charming your words were in the moment. If your actions don't back them up, they'll quickly lose respect for you. They won't waste time trying to fix the situation or have long-winded conversations about why they were hurt. That's not their style. They'll simply detach and move on. For a Sigma, trust is black and white. You either have it or you don't. Once it's broken, there's no room for rebuilding in the same connection. They won't stick around to teach you lessons about consistency or wait for you to change. Instead, they'll quietly remove themselves from your life and continue forward, keeping their standards intact. Number 7, your hidden manipulations weren't that hidden. Sigma males have a gift for spotting manipulation, even the kind that's buried beneath layers of politeness or charm. They're observant and analytical, always reading between the lines of what people say and do. Passive-aggressive remarks, guilt trips, or subtle attempts to control their decisions might work on others, but not on a Sigma. They see through these tactics almost instantly. And here's the thing, they don't play games or waste energy confronting manipulation head-on. They don't owe you a lecture, a warning, or even an explanation. Once a Sigma male identifies someone's manipulative tendencies, the relationship becomes unsustainable for them. They don't see the point in debating, arguing, or trying to change someone who chooses to operate through deceit or control. For them, manipulation, no matter how subtle, is a sign of disrespect. It's an indication that you see them as someone to control rather than an equal to connect with. And that's a line you simply cannot cross with a Sigma. Instead of creating drama or calling you out, they'll take the cleanest route possible, cutting you off. No long talks, no drawn-out arguments, just silence. To them, manipulation is like malware on a computer. It disrupts their peace, productivity, and focus. They're not here to fix you or teach you a lesson. They'll simply uninstall the problem and move on. What makes this so final is their sense of self-respect. A Sigma male won't compromise his integrity to accommodate behavior he sees as toxic. If you're playing games, no matter how small, they won't stick around to see how far you'll go. They value honesty and authenticity above all else. And when they feel those are missing, they'll walk away without hesitation. And when they're gone for good. Number 8. Your energy was bringing them down. Sigma males are incredibly attuned to the energy around them. They're not just aware of the words being spoken or the actions taking place. They can feel the vibe in the room, the unspoken tension, and the emotional undercurrent. They thrive in environments where peace, focus, and positivity reign. So if your presence starts to feel like a drain, constantly bringing negativity, complaints, or a low-energy atmosphere, a Sigma won't hesitate to distance themselves. To them, protecting their mental and emotional space is non-negotiable. When someone consistently brings bad energy into their life, whether it's through complaining, pessimism, or just a general aura of negativity, the Sigma male sees it as a disruption to their peace and progress. They don't want to be around people who bring them down, even if the connection has been meaningful in the past. If your presence makes them feel drained or weighs them down, they'll choose solitude or peace over maintaining the relationship. For a Sigma, maintaining a calm, focused state of mind is essential, and they refuse to let negative energy disrupt that. This isn't about being harsh or unsympathetic. It's about the simple truth that they can't afford to be surrounded by negativity. Sigma males know that energy is contagious, and they'd rather walk away than risk becoming bogged down by someone else's emotional baggage. They don't need the chaos. They prefer calm, clarity, and the freedom to pursue their goals without the weight of negativity pulling them down. If you're the one bringing that negativity, don't expect them to fight for the connection. They'll quietly detach, choosing peace over drama every time. Number 9. They detected hidden envy or competitiveness. Sigma males have a knack for picking up on unspoken feelings and hidden motives. They're highly perceptive and can easily detect when someone harbors envy or a competitive streak disguised as friendliness. To them, this isn't just a minor red flag, it's a complete deal breaker. Sigmas don't waste time with people who secretly root against them or try to undermine their success. The moment they sense jealousy or subtle competition in your interactions, they mentally check out. And when they walk away, it's final. They understand that envy often stems from insecurity, but they don't see it as their job to fix that for you. They value genuine connections built on mutual respect, trust, and support. If they notice snide remarks masked as jokes, dismissive behavior toward their achievements, or an underlying need to one-up them, they won't bother confronting you. To them, engaging in such dynamics is exhausting and counterproductive. They refuse to get entangled in the emotional tug-of-war that comes with insecure individuals trying to prove their worth by tearing others down. What makes their reaction so striking is its simplicity. Sigmas don't believe in long, drawn-out confrontations or dramatic exits. They won't call you out or demand explanations. Instead, they'll quietly distance themselves, leaving you to wrestle with your own insecurities. To them, this isn't just about protecting their peace, it's about preserving their authenticity. They have no interest in being surrounded by people who can't celebrate their wins or who view every interaction as a competition. When a Sigma male walks away, it's a message that envy and hidden competitiveness have no place in their world. They seek genuine alliances, and when that's missing, they don't hesitate to leave the table. They'd rather stand alone than be in shallow company. Number 10. They saw you were all talk and no action. Sigma males have zero tolerance for people who talk a big game but never follow through. They value action over words every time. If you constantly make promises but fail to deliver, they'll quickly see through the facade and lose all respect for you. For them, integrity isn't optional, it's a core principle. If you say you're going to do something, they expect you to do it. They're not interested in hearing excuses or explanations for why you couldn't follow through. The moment they realize you're all talk and no action, they'll mentally check out. Sigma males don't need to be surrounded by people who talk about their plans, dreams, or ambitions, but never take the necessary steps to make them happen. They're not impressed by words, they're looking at what you actually do. If your actions don't back up your words, you've lost their trust, and once that happens, it's nearly impossible to regain it. Sigma males don't waste their time hoping for change or giving second chances when they've seen the pattern. To them, respect is something that's earned through consistent, reliable action, not by talking about what you could or might do. If you've repeatedly promised something and failed to deliver, the Sigma male will simply walk away. There's no room for apologies or attempts to convince them otherwise. When a Sigma loses respect for you, the relationship is effectively over. They've already moved on because their time and energy are too valuable to waste on someone who doesn't live up to their word. In the world of Sigma males, there's no room for games, excuses, or half-hearted attempts. They don't waste time trying to change people who aren't on their level, nor do they tolerate anything that disrupts their peace and progress. If a Sigma male has cut you off, it's not because they're vindictive or petty. It's because they've recognized that your actions, energy, or presence no longer align with their standards. And that's a harsh truth that we all need to understand. A Sigma will walk away the moment you stop adding value to their lives. For those of you who identify with the Sigma mindset, take this as a reminder of your worth. You're not here to cater to drama, manipulation, or distractions. Like the Sigma male, you are someone who thrives on independence, self-respect, and growth. You owe it to yourself to surround yourself with people who match your energy, who can add value to your journey, not drain it. If someone isn't bringing positivity, respect, or consistency to the table, don't be afraid to cut them off. It's okay to walk away from relationships that no longer serve you. In fact, it's necessary for your growth and well-being. Never feel guilty for protecting your peace, for demanding respect, and for choosing your own path. Your time is too valuable to waste on people who don't appreciate or respect you. Keep moving forward and always remember that you are deserving of relationships that lift you up, not hold you back. So keep evolving, keep thriving, and never apologize for cutting out the negativity that doesn't belong in your life.